This young lady held in Fresno, California. Oh my God. She's well respected in the community. Uh-huh. She's a great leader in Fresno. Oh yeah. She's a great mother and a great wife. She got into the business to help her husband out because he had a little bad back problem. And she said, I could help the family out. See, that's a good helpmate the Bible talks about. She also decided I need to help my daughter to get to her college education, and I'm going to help her pay for it. She rolled her sleeves up and got out there and got busy. She walks. She loves walking her dog in the morning early on, and getting names and numbers and going out in the field with her organization and with other people in Fresno. She's one of the main leaders in Fresno. She is just a wonderful lady and knows how to build this business. And I just want to give a warm welcome to none other than Miss Evelyn Phipps.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. You did it for me. I don't have to give you my background for the sake of time. I don't want to keep everybody, but thank you so much for that warm introduction. Again, because of you, we have this awesome platform. We would not be able to learn and get ideas and help us grow our business. So thank you so much. And it's a pleasure to have you back because I know you were gone. I thought about it. What am I going to talk to today? And I thought, I got so many people texting me wanting more information about what I talked about last week. So I thought I would go back and start and kind of piggyback on that. Thinking outside the box, you guys, we all need to do that. We do. If there is nothing, and I mean nothing going on in your community, you look through Facebook, like Miss Natasha mentioned, you look through your community outlook or whatever, and you don't see anything coming up within your area or near you, maybe it's 2 hours away or something and you don't want to drive, we need to make something happen, right? So I went back to a lot of the things I've done. When we go through a rut and there's nothing going on, I went back to what I did and what a lot of us did. Thankful to Mr. Thomas. He gave us some great ideas. I'm going to show you one. I was going to put it on, but I thought, you know what? Jabri does so much for us. I thought, hopefully I can just show you guys this. Do you all see this? And it's in a bright fluorescent green, you guys, so it really stands out. Mr. Thomas gave us this, I want to say like 8 years ago, maybe. When I first started, I saw this and he was talking about it, that he does it. So what this says is, let me describe you. Smarter than your boss, that was me. Overworked, underpay, that was me. Have more checks than money, that was me. Overlooked for raises, oh, big time, that was me. Worked 9 to 5, 10 to 20 years, tired and still broke. Well, I worked sometimes almost 24 hours when I was a supervisor. The security guard had to come and tap me on the back. It's midnight, ma'am. We're closing up. You need to go home. So you can imagine how much time I spent at my job. Gave him the best years of my life and was not able to actually see my daughter grow up when she was little. So any single moms out there, you need to think about this because I lost the best years of her life. Okay, so what this says is, call me. I have a plan that can free you. I'm going to tell you, this little flyer generated a leg. Why? Because me and some of my friends, my business partners, used to go around to the malls and put them in until a security guard said, you can't do that. Okay. So I said, okay, what can we do? We got to find different ways. So we folded them up really tiny. You just fold it up and your doorknob has a little entry. So we stuck them in there. So people still got this. We got a lot of calls on this, you guys. But the best thing I did, ladies, we get our nails done. Some of us do. We get our hair done. When you walk in, there's usually a counter there. And I don't know about your guys' places, but some of mine have other people's business cards on there. they let you advertise. So I said, is it all right if I put some of these flyers on there? Absolutely. Well, I put like maybe 20. She called me the next day and she goes, hey, if you want to bring more flyers, they're gone. That generated a person, you guys. That person got another person, got another person, got another, and it generated a leg. So you got to think outside the box. I'm just telling you, I'm thankful for Mr. Thomas on this. Here's some more things I do. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this because it's light, but I did this myself and I am not techie at all. I found this picture. I went into Google and I found a picture of like business people talking around a computer. And I put some words, let me read it. Learn how to make 500 to 1,500 monthly working part-time around your schedule. If interested, call, and I left my number. I did it in Spanish, you guys, and that generated a lot of noise. So I had to go back and put my Spanish speaker on there. I have Lotto on there, and he was getting a lot of buzz from this. I don't know how everybody's market is, but it should work even more now. There is so much uncertainty out there. We all know it. People are 2-3 jobs. The economy is kind of going crazy. People are getting let go. Yes. Okay, here's some more things. When ID Seal came up, I right away, we knew it was coming and they told us when they were going to launch it. So what did I do? It was right before Christmas. I think it was our December international. They said it was going to be launched in January. I would send Christmas cards with my goodies. Some of you have seen pictures of all the goodies I like to make, whether it be tamales or a tray of different homemade cookies, because I love baking. I put a Christmas card on it. And in there, I put tons of these business cards. ID Seal coming. Why not? We protect your home, your life, your car insurance. How about protecting you? And most of my customers come from backgrounds of business. You know, they have money, or maybe they don't have money, but they have some investments, I should say. But some of them don't. Some of them don't. I have both. When this opened up, I think I got 8 or 9 who bought the whole package right away. So do you think I was happy when ID Seal said, if you get 5, you get yours free? I'm free. I actually have more than that. But, well, the Kings have more than me now, but because I stopped because it's all my customers have them. So now I need to go get new customers. But this work, you guys, and all it says is, let me help you protect your identity with the ID Seal. I just copied and paste. You guys, you got to think outside the box. If you're not getting any momentum or anything happening, something like this, you can put even at the nail place or wherever. I go to places where they have like little bulletin boards with a bunch of people's little flyers and stuff. I look at some, okay, I put mine in the front. This will stand out, you guys. It's like that right there, you know? And then same thing with this. I see some, nobody's doing this. You see a lot of real estate people's card, trainers, personal trainer. Nobody's doing this. Then I also have these, thankful to Miss Luann Pinedo because she started this. These were some of my business cards that I gave to my customers. My customers. When people ask me for a business card, I've learned to say, oh, I'm sorry, I ran out or I don't have any. Mr. Thomas taught me that. You know why? Because if they take your card, they'll say, well, I'll call you. They won't call you. So it's better you get their number and say, here, okay. And when they give you your phone number, you put it in your phone or you call them right back. Make sure it rings. Okay, Now you know that's my number. I'm going to be texting you at such and such time or calling me. Okay, that's how I did this. I also had an old one, our old one, the Project Feeding Kids. This one, I don't really use this one that much because it kind of says too much. I've learned less is best. When you just say, help us feed hungry children, that's an eye opener. People will like, oh, I'm all about that, you know? So, you know, we've mentioned the Nextdoor app, you guys. Me and the Kings have mentioned that a lot. I get people on there that are always wanting to help pets. So I need to make one that shows that we give back to the pet store. Okay, here's another one. Anybody moving around the neighborhood, or you see somebody moving in or somebody moving out, you see this, the house is for sale, I put this on there. What this says is, congratulations on your purchase of your home. Let me introduce myself. My name is Evelyn Phipps. I provide wholesale rates on your essential services for your home and business service needs. I offer the following, and then I list what I offer. I actually need to upgrade it because there's more stuff now. Then I put, why pay retail on everyday needs when you can pay wholesale? I partner with all these major carriers and Project Feeding Kids. So every time you pay your monthly bills, you help feed a hungry child in your community. And the little picture of the little boy pretending he's Superman or Batman says, I paid my bill, I fed a child, and the whole thing on the top is be a hero, be a hero. So we made these a long time ago, you guys. Now, Mr. King also helped me because he made some for himself to be concierge, you guys. Real estate. I believe they just got hacked today or something like that. I was reading. Real estate people, most of them have to pay their own insurance unless they're married to somebody who works for the government or something, and they tack on to them. But if they're all both in real estate or they're car salesmen, things like that, they have to pay for their own insurance. And that's a lot, you guys. I came from that background. I didn't even pay for that insurance. It was too much. I got my husband's insurance. So we, similar to this, we did a cover sheet, but I couldn't find it. It's on my computer. It, you know, every time I need one, I just print it. It's, you give to real estate companies. You go in and you offer your service. And they say, well, how much is this going to cost me? Nothing. Why would you charge them when, if they give this to the person who sold the house, they're going to call you. And they already trust the realtor because they bought the house, correct? I have a couple of people that I know that are realtors. I gave them stuff like this to give to their potential customers when they buy a house, or you know, or they're selling a house. They're going to go move somewhere else. They're going to need these services. So all it says is, let me be the concierge for you and help you, take the burden away from you, basically, and help you get these services in your new home. And that has worked as well. You can mention that to the Kings. We started brainstorming, and they're really good at that, you guys. And when they come up with something, they share it around everybody. Same as me. I have no problem sharing. I love this business because in this business, you can copy and paste and you're not going to get in trouble. So let me see. I wrote a few notes. You guys, you can even give it to the moving companies. You know, there's a lot of moving companies out there that move people. You can give these forms to them. I even made, shoot, I should have went to my car. I even made business cards that have a little house before I made the concierge form. And I used to give it to my real estate friends. Anytime you sell a house, you give them this because it had all that. And I actually say, you know, going through me, I give back. Now, am I wealthy? Heck no, I am not. But if this is gonna generate a customer and keep them for me for a long time, I give back. I always do. I always give back. I'll give them $50. You know, whenever we have these promos from Vivint or whatever, you get the IBO gets 250. Guess what? I tell them, you come through me, you get $250. I'm giving it, you know, I'm going to give you a gift card for $250. I don't need it. That will help generate them to come to you. They're not going to get it on their own if they call it Vivint. You guys, there's so many different ways. You just got to think outside the box. Let me see. Another thing is so funny. Well, it's not funny, but I mean, I was listening. I listened to some podcasts and worship things in the morning to get my mind clear. You know, with all this uncertainty out there, we want to stay, you know. And one of the things they said is, don't be afraid to ask for help. Remember, Jesus asked for help. And I thought, oh my God, that is perfect for my call today. Don't be afraid to ask for help, you guys. I need a huge favor. I was always the favor giver. And let me tell you, when I asked for a favor, I was always just stuck at 60. I'm at 100 and something now because the favor does work. If you have friends out there that you say are loyal and they're good to you, they don't know how much this means to you unless it comes from your heart. You need to dig down deep and say, you know, I really, really need this to work. I don't know if you know my situation. Some of us have a situation, some of us don't. At that time, it was my husband. His back was out. He had to have 2 back surgeries. I knew we could not continue the lifestyle we had if it was just me working at my supervisor job, especially when I'm working till midnight, you know, 5 in the morning to midnight. It wasn't going to work. There was no time. So you have to ask for the favor. You have to ask. People don't know why you need this. Some of us are older, maybe the hairdressing people, even men that do hairdressing or women, you don't really have a retirement. Maybe you do. Maybe you've been saving money. But if you don't have a retirement package, you need this. You need this to work. I'm just trying to give you ideas, you guys, so that you can pour out to your people or your customers. I really need a favor. If you can just please try this, if I can meet or beat what you're paying for already, just try it. It's, you know, I'm not going to make you pay more. It's going to be either the same that you're paying or it's going to be less. And I tell people, if you don't like it in a couple of months, you're not in a contract with me. Now, if it's TV, yes, you're on a contract. But most of the other, Vivint is a contract too. But if they want Vivint, they're going to stay with Vivint. Vivint is our best tool. I mean, I love Vivint myself. Constantly looking outside, saying things, being able to talk back and forth. So you guys, there's really 3 things we do in this business. And Mr. Thomas talks about it all the time. We pique people, pique them, get their minds open. Hey, you look for other ways of making money? Yeah, all the time. We show them a video, and I always show them the peak video first. They like it, do a 3-way call. You all have to have somebody that you're working with. Do a 3-way call right then and there. Now, mention to them, you know what? Great. They call you back and they say, I really like this video. It intrigued me. I need to know more. Awesome. Let me see if I can get a hold of the person that I'm working with because I'm still new. I've been in this business like 8 years. I still say I'm new. So you guys can say you're new, okay? Now, somebody that's under me and uses me, I'm not new. But when I'm peaking the person, I'm new. I always tell them that. So you guys can say that too. Don't be afraid to say, I'm still new, so let me see if I can get a hold. Now, if you can't get a hold of them, fine. Just say, you can always say, now this person is so busy. We'd be so lucky if we can even get them on the phone, but maybe they can set up an appointment. I'm going to see what I could do. Always edify whoever you're going to call. Make it seem like, oh my God, this person must really be the deal. If they're trying to, you know, and then give that person a little information. Now, I hope we all know how to do three-way calls. I know I had to be taught, old school here, but you always mute them. And then you can talk to your leader and tell them a little bit about this, what they're going through, why they need this business, what they said. Then when she says, okay, we'll three-way them in. Never leave them on, please. You're going to mess up the whole deal. Anyway, you guys, those are the three things we do. So I hope I gave you guys some ideas for, thinking outside the box. You guys, we are in that kind of business, thinking outside the box. We just need to use this more. I know Mr. Thomas is constantly saying that, and we all think, yeah, he says it all the time. Well, we all say it because we all need to go out. Even if you just go to the grocery store, you're just picking up a few things. You go to CVS, somebody's going to talk to you. They always do me. And I tell you, I'm not always looking my best. I don't care. I think of it like, that's an opportunity. I've got to talk to that person. All they can do is say no. We're a numbers thing. We're in a numbers business, you guys. So I hope this helps you guys. I really do. But Mr. Thomas, I believe that's all I had. I was hoping I had some more copies of, but I left them in my car. You guys, my car has all this stuff in there. I have I bought one of, how at the end of the year, a lot of the stores, Target, sell you those big canisters or whatever to put things in. Well, I bought a clear one, and I made me stuff that I always need. I even have my magazines in there, the old magazines, the Success from Home magazines. I probably have every single one of them because I would always buy some. And I have some with Mr. Thomas's signature on them. When he would come into town, he would sign it. That goes a long way, you guys. We show people, look, this is a person you're going to be working with. He even signed it for me. They're like, wow, So I'm just shooting out some ideas. I hope this is going to help some of you. All we can do is just all work diligently together, you guys. And I don't know about you guys, but we have a mission here in Fresno. The Kings, we got to get the Kings to RVP. And that is my mission this year. We made a pact with a few of our leaders here. Miss Luann's in on it too. Our other fearless leaders in on it too. But we made a pact, and that is our mission. I'm tired of us all being RDs because it looks a lot better and it generates a lot more buzz. Right, Mr. Waller? I love this man. He is a movie star. So I told him, don't forget me. Remember me. Little old me. So you guys, I hope this helps you guys. Go out there. It's Tuesday. It's actually Taco Tuesday. Go grab a taco and talk to somebody. But get out there. Get out there and, you don't have to be out there all day. An hour or two, you can get these numbers or peek these people. Okay, Mr. Thomas.